The firefighter's prayer. When I am called to duty, God, wherever flames may rage, give me strength to save some life, whatever be its age. Help me embrace a little child before it is too late, or save an older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to fill my calling and to give the best in me to guard my friend and protect. And if according to my fate I am to lose my life, please bless with your protecting hand my children.
Training Academy. My name is Giuseppe. I'm the chief of the training division. Thank you for coming out tonight. All your recruit families, friends, whatever, have done a great job. They've endured the 9 weeks here that we put them through very successfully. We enjoyed this group very much. We had a lot of good laughs. So tonight, the recruits will come in, we'll take positions down below. They'll go Pledge of Allegiance, we'll do the anthem, and then they'll do a few dissertations. The bagpipers will leave, we'll sit down and go through the ceremony. That's how we're going to start. So Tom?
I ask everybody to rise at this time for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Class, present, on! I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, on!
Ask everybody to remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh,
Present, on!
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was saved us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ask everybody to remain standing for a moment of silence.
Class, uncover. Cover.
Please be seated.
Class, 1709. 10 deadly errors.
Go! Poor attitude! Two some courage! Not enough rest! Ignoring size up! Not checking equipment! Failing to communicate! Ignoring changing fire conditions! Incidents are all routine! Freelancing! Not being prepared!
Firefighter code of conduct. Go.
A professional American firefighter, a protector of the greatest nation on earth, will treat others with dignity and respect, and expect others to do the same. Will honor my country, my department, and my fellow firefighters. No matter what situation I am in, I will never do anything for pleasure, profit, or personal safety that will disgrace my uniform, my department, or my country. Lastly, I am proud of my country and its flag. I want to look back and say that I am proud to have served my country as a professional firefighter.
Take your seats.
Congrats. Center. Wait. Mark.
I'd like to thank the Jersey City Pipe Band for being here tonight with us. That said, that was the best photograph and every year for a graduation in this facility. So, congrats, nice job. Well done. We're here to acknowledge these young firefighters that get started in their career. We're going to bring each department chief up to talk about the class itself. I try to keep this simple. This is about them. It's their night. And kudos to you. Nice job. We're very fortunate here in Morris County to have a facility like this. The ground in the back, you're more than welcome to take a look later if you like. The freeholders are very generous to us to give us the equipment and ability to run these programs. I cannot thank them enough. A lot of the students here today, the recruits, we've had a pretty interesting journey. A number of recruits lost family members during their stay here, which is a sad event, but we also had a joyous event when Vincent Dufont, not alone having enough stress going through here, went through the stress of his wife's pregnancy and the birth of their daughter, Lee. So thank you, awesome job, way to stay focused, and congratulations, Dad. Good job. I'm very, very pleased to be able to work with all the city departments that we do. We've had nothing but the greatest support from all the chief officers and down to their captains who are here on a regular basis working on the grounds with us and in the buildings. They add to everything we do here, and it's a huge plus. They have a great input on the program. We discuss everything that goes on here. They have input. We add to the program accordingly. So, without them, it doesn't work. So we have a great bond. with all these departments, and we hope to continue. All I want to say to you guys is, number one, take care of yourself. Stay healthy, stay fit, take care of your family, and every day, go home to your family. Everyone goes home. Okay? Throughout your career. Never stop training, never stop learning. Endless. We've been here, this is my 24th year, and I still, every day I learn more. So don't stop. Because it's just more information that you're going to need when you do your job. So with that said, that's all I got. Every class we appoint a POC, point of contact. Any issues the class has, they run through that individual. He handles their schedule for everyday problems. If they get a flat tire coming in, he's the guy to call. We keep track of everything that way. This class is no different. Newly retired Captain Dave Hamilton was the POC for this class. So Dave, if you want to say something.
I'd just like to echo the sentiments of Chief Pepe. This is one of the better classes we had come through here. We got things squared away very early. I think on the third day of class they met me and I left a very warm, fuzzy feeling in all their hearts. Since that day we have not had any major stumbling blocks. Some of the things that you are going to have to deal with when they come home, attitudes, crankiness, not willing for them to talk. 26 and a half years in the fire service, you see a lot of things. These young firefighters are going to see numerous things in their lives. Stuff that you really don't need to know about. So give them a little bit of space if they come home and they're not maybe in the right frame of mind, they're a little withdrawn, they don't want to talk. They'll talk when they need to talk. They'll talk at work. They'll get their issues worked out. Don't pressure them. Understand them. And understand there's things that they don't want you to know about that they're seeing at their job. Class 1709, I wish you nothing but the best. And I do not have any doubt that you will all be successful firefighters.
Stayed up all last night.
I didn't know I was talking.
One person that we always look forward to speaking at these events, and he's always on time, prompt. Okay? Every time I schedule something, it's always a wrong date, something going on, but he always manages to make it. Chief Dill, would you like to say?
So I guess they do know yeah. So much for what goes on between us stays here. 3 bad things happened to me on the way here. First was traffic. Second, I left my speech on my desk. And the third, I don't have my glasses to read it. So. Means I'll ad-lib, so that means you should take longer. What a difference from day one to now. But before we get into you guys, because this is your night, I want to acknowledge a few people, and that's the academy staff up here in Morris County. You guys don't realize the class that you went through and what goes on at this academy. We're going through a major rebuilding in Kearney. We put a lot of people through this academy. And with the cooperation of Chief Pepe and the academy staff, we're making what I see one of the best academies in the state. You have some big city departments coming through here, a lot. Jersey City put hundreds of people through this academy. And it's, you are getting a great wealth of knowledge and a great bit of training. So I just wanted to give it, a quick bit of help to Chief Pepe, Captain Hamilton, and the rest of the academy staff here for producing such a fine group of probationary firefighters. Thank you, guys. Just a little bit for the family members. Captain Hamilton touched on it. It's not so much what these folks are getting into, but it's what you're getting into. These are all members of a big family. The fire service is one big, happy family. And with that, we do see a lot. It's not just firefighting anymore. We've gone beyond with the nature of the world, of what it is. Firefighting is probably the easiest part of our job. It's all the other stuff that you have to deal with. You know, as a part of our curriculum, we learn about terrorism, learn about fights, rescue task force, responding with the police to, to shootings. So our job has really expanded. So you just never know what's going to happen and what we're going to be a part of. That's where your role comes in. As Captain Hamilton mentioned, we're going to have our good days, we're going to have our bad days. We're going to come home not talking, we're going to go home talking too much. It's up to you to monitor and to help us out. But we're all there for each other. These people made friends throughout the academy, and that brings you people in to be friends and to make friends with each other so you can help. Because they will need help. They will need someone to talk to sometime, but, at their case. But don't be alarmed, because as I said before, they are coming from one of the best academies where they learn a lot. Right? They really learn the basics. And that brings us down to you guys. You have the foundation. You have the start. This is only the beginning. There is so much for you to learn. You learn the basics about firefighting. When you get back to your firehouse and you're signing your tour, you got to learn how your city operates, what you do, because you've been through something different. And that's so important. Treat this as the beginning. Always be willing to learn. Always have that thirst for knowledge. And you'll go a long way. Whether or not you want to be promoted, or you just want to save your own life, or the guy next to you. Remember, we all go home, and the weakest link is the most poorly trained firefighter. All right? Don't be the weakest link. Okay? Every day you're working, for 1 or 2 hours, I'm going to make it easy on you. For 1 of the 24 hours you're working, put it into the books, put it into something, read, study something. You'll get yourself promoted, and more importantly, you'll be a better firefighter, and you'll make it home at the end of the day, and the guy next to you will make it home at the end of the day. I've seen a big difference from day, excuse me, I was here day 1, and I was here a couple times after that, and I got to say, what a difference. You guys really, I think, have come together. You did a great job, and I know you're just going to be, great firefighters, and I look forward to working with you, because everybody in this room we work with on a mutual aid basis or at some point in time. So I know I'll be seeing you in the street. So best of luck, congratulations, and I want to know when's the next time for the roasted pig, man, because that was excellent.
That was another first, by the way. The first class ever roasted pig on fire. Without using a burn blade. They did it the right way. So, very good. And don't let you kid you, all right? The poor councilwoman had to sit in that car because he taped his speech and he was practicing all the way up to Barney, all right? And she had to So, with that said, Battalion Chief Zappel from Jersey City.
Family, friends, and honored guests, I've had the unique pleasure of being assigned to the Jersey City recruit class over the last few months as a training coordinator. I stand here today, and I can assure all of you that no one here should doubt the depth that we owe to these cadets. The fact that they are smiling and proud is evidence of their wonderful achievement. They will go from here to take up positions with some of the most experienced fire crews. There they will learn quickly. They will have to. They'll have moments that will test their resolve and their characters. They will see things that most hope never to have to see or face, and they will be expected to perform and to carry out their tasks in a professional and efficient manner. On the other hand, they will draw more satisfaction from the saving of a life and prevention of injury than most could understand. Our firefighters are trained to cope with a wide range of emergencies. Through all this, their fitness has to be exemplary, as does their reaction to crisis and to each other. It is a great credit to the Morris County Public Training Academy, Director Pepe, and his instructors that we are able to turn out men and women who can meet such demands. To be a firefighter, you have to be fit. You have to be resilient, tough, and confident. You have to be diligent, resourceful, and outgoing. You'll have to come to know your comrades better than anybody else in the world. You'll have to live with them. And in an emergency, you have to be prepared to risk your life for them and know that they will do the same for you. Perhaps most tellingly, Of all, you may have to cook for them. While learning the skills of being a firefighter, this class has also experienced a new way of life. Those that now stand before you understand they have become members of a force that is always on duty. And as Chief Pepe touched on it already, this new force has inherited a new family. They will now be part of for the rest of their lives. It's sometimes called a brotherhood. Over the past few weeks, they have become one. And together, they have begun to experience this new family. We experienced, sadly, the death of a grandmother of one of our recruits. And on the other hand, we joyfully got to experience the birth of baby Dupont. Maybe not literally, but with the proud father, all the recruits shared his anticipation and excitement as they awaited her arrival. They even took turns carrying his cell phone to monitor as he was training to make sure he didn't miss that phone call. That brotherhood is truly the strength of our heart, of our force. Graduation day is a day when we rightly celebrate with our family and friends. So today you're off duty. But remember, from now on, you will be firefighters. People will always depend on you. I know you will meet the challenges ahead, overcome the problems, and prove yourself worthy of their trust. There is a saying that service is nothing but love in work clothes. If that is so, then I wish you lives filled with such love while wearing the uniform of a firefighter. I look forward to seeing your progress in the future, and may God bless you in years to come. Thank you, Class 17 and Max.
Chief McCarthy.
I differ from Chief Dilton a little bit because I was not late, I was early. I didn't forget my speech on my desk, and I remember my glasses. I got to queue up on you tonight, that's not usual. Good evening to the family and friends of the graduating firefighters, to the municipal officials in attendance, to the chief and fire officers in attendance, and to the class of the graduating firefighters. First, I would like to thank and acknowledge a few people. I have to acknowledge Mayor James Inzaldi and the City Council in Clifton and City Manager Nick Milano for their support of me and the fire department. They give me the tools I need, the personnel I need to carry out our mission in the City of Clifton. I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize a very important person here, Captain Chris Botta, our Department Training Officer. His tireless effort, his dedication to the department, his dedication to the recruits we send to the academy. He spends a lot of time here, but he's literally a one-man show back in Clifton with everything he does. I can't thank him enough for his efforts with the department and running the training division. I would like to thank the Morris County Fire Academy staff, Chief Lou Pepe, for providing the excellent training to our firefighters. I would also like to specifically acknowledge and thank all the fire instructors for their hard work, the excellent job of providing the training to our firefighters. Our firefighters leave this academy very, very well prepared because of each and every one of those instructors. They're a very, very dedicated group. They're the best in the business, second to none. My job is easy because I just send the new firefighters to the fire academy. The facility here is first class, and the fire instructors are the backbone of any good academy, and that's no exception here at the fire academy. To the firefighters that are graduating tonight, congratulations on completing your EMT training and your firefighter training. It is important that you stay passionate and dedicated to the fire service and to your career, just like your instructors have been here through your tenure here at the Fire Academy. It's important to remember that this is only your initial training. Your training will continue for your entire career. You will need to stay proficient at the skills you have learned, and you will be learning many, many more throughout your career as you enter the fire service and get assigned to companies. You are entering the most fascinating and most rewarding job anywhere. It is a privilege and honor to wear a badge. Please don't forget that. The fire service is a dangerous profession. Every year on average, about 100 firefighters die in the line of duty in the United States, and another 70,000 are injured. To stay safe, you need to study and learn about firefighting and its hazards. Knowledge of your job enhances your safety. Never stop learning. Heart attacks and medical conditions are the #1 killer of firefighters. It's important to remain in good physical condition. A lifelong commitment to exercise and good health can save your life. In closing, I want to thank Firefighter Ramos and Firefighter Jacobus for their effort while here at the Fire Academy. You represented the Clifton Fire Department well. I also need to call out and Firefighter Gaddy, who's graduating as part of the Jersey City Fire Department, that I'm proud of you and your family is very proud of you. I want to wish all the members of the graduating class a very successful career, and most importantly, stay safe.
So this class, we had another first. Steve Harrison sent the first recruit from New York City to this academy. And that's Vincent, who had the life-changing experience of having a new baby daughter. Vincent, with all the stress that he was going through, not only through this, but you think about the pregnancy that your wife goes through, and then giving birth, and trying to be here and do the things that he wanted to do, including his dream of being a firefighter, was a lot. But he never stopped. He apologized for not being here. How do you apologize for wanting to be there for your daughter at birth? You can't, you know. But he was here every day, every moment he could be to complete that task. And I have the utmost respect for Vincent. With that said, Captain, would you like to say a few words now? Record. I did not prepare a speech for tonight. It's going to be right off the cuff. Okay? It's going to be from the heart. Chief, thank you, and the staff of the training academy, for a wonderful job. We look forward to many, many more recruits coming through. Okay? To the class of 1709, you have chosen a career that can be more rewarding than any other that I can think of. I once sat where you're sitting now, okay, a long time ago, when the whole concept of the big academy was being started. You're going to be held to a higher standard, okay, and you will know that. Children will look up to you, adults will look up to you, and when something goes wrong somewhere, guess who they're going to point the finger at and say, can you help me? Can you help me? What do we do now? Be it a medical condition, fire condition, any type of emergency that comes up. You're going to be expected to handle everything. You're going to be put on the spot very, very quickly. Always study. Never stop studying. Never stop training. Pick up a periodical and read something about the fire service, emergency medical service, or the world in general every day. If you do that, you will advance in your career. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. Class of 1709, may God bless you. Look forward to working with you, Vinny. Okay, I'm a recruit that's in the class here now, and I'm sure through Harrison and mutual aid, we'll see many of these on the job as we move along. God bless you. Good luck and congratulations. Every now and then, somebody gets a crazy notion that, hey, I want to go through a career firefighter as a volunteer. Well, this class had that. We've done it before. I got a phone call from the father saying, hey, my son's got the time, wants to know to go to the next career class. I said, okay, does he know what we do? And he said, yeah. And I filled him in. He said, yeah, he wants to go. So he came in, and he held his own little class. And he's here today. He finished it out. He did a great job. He stayed with everybody. It doesn't happen too often, but we welcome it. And I think the class welcomed him with open arms. So with that said, Chief Larson from Boone Fire Department.
Thank you, Lou. I didn't write my speech down. I'm going to talk
Acknowlegements, so I'm good. Been a lot of talk this evening about family, and we're fortunate in Boone to have a family like Noah's. The Reeds are sitting in the back in the center. I've known them for years. I've watched Noah. I was father from a distance, but really got to know him over the last couple of years. And even though I only have one candidate in this class, this message is for each and every one of you. I can only hope that you have a family like the Reeds, because you're going to need it, and they're going to need you. And you should lean on them when you need to. And as the chief said, all of your departments are going to be there for you as well. So Noah, graduated the class, now the hard part starts. Your captain and lieutenants in the back room will can't wait to get their hands on it. So congratulations.
So with that said, we'll proceed with the issuance of the certificates, and then when that's all done, we have all the presentations to make. So, PSTA Nelson will.
Just asking you to save your applause to the end, we'll make it go a little bit faster. Everybody can hear everybody's name at that point. We'll start with the Jersey City Fire Department, Richard Baldanza. Jesus Benitez. Thomas Broderick. Joseph Cristoforo. Anthony Del Piano. Joseph Deleski. Gustavo Domecq. Mario Gotti. Corey James Bryson Green. David Noss. Matthew Noss. Brian Middle. Michael Laurie. Alan Lucero. Michael Mullane. Herman Ortez. Joseph Jareño. Brett Patillo. Christopher Pitaro. Jesse Friselli. Brianna Rodriguez. Jody Rodriguez. Walter Stankiewicz III. Keith Sutanamon. Francis Trombetta. Robert Wagner. John Zuka. From the Boone Fire Department, Noah Reed. From the Harrison Fire Department, Vincent Dauphin. From the Clifton Fire Department, Thomas Jacobus. Martin Ramos. From the Kearney Fire Department, Ethan Avanchik. Daniel Madden. Matthew Miller. Dylan Shalego. Christopher Bezos. You came in here as nothing, and today you leave as probationary firefighters. Congratulations, Class 1709.
This class, again, unique. Right? So yesterday they show up and they got this big blanket hanging over the chair. Everybody's got to go into the firehouse. We go inside, they unveil this beautiful handmade table. Absolutely unbelievable. They did it themselves. Probably one of the nicest things we've ever seen. And you really have another professional on the side. It's awesome. It's a tremendous gift to the Academy. It'll stay in the firehouse there. It's going to be a nice piece of Lexington for copies and all that. But absolutely amazing. So, thank you very much. Congratulations. We have 3 awards that we give out in every class, recognizing certain achievements. This class being no different. Doesn't matter what department you are, it's just an overall performance that you do. So that's let Mr. Hamilton.
The first award we have is the Academic Excellence Award. This recruit finished with a final average score on his 4 state examinations of a 91.85. That's firefighter Jesse Purcelli. In the fire service, it's been known firefighters might talk a tiny bit of trash between each other. And there was one recruit down on the grounds today who was talking a little bit of trash, thought he might have the Physical Fitness Excellence Award. But Bezos, I'm very sorry to say you were edged out by 1 point. Daniel Madden is going to receive the Physical Fitness Excellence Award. All right, the last certificate is for outstanding performance. This was voted on by the class themselves of the recruit that they felt overall exemplified what a firefighter should be. Usually this is picked amongst the instructors here at the Academy. This class had a lot of outstanding recruits. There was no overwhelming majority for any one recruit, as we can name off probably 6 or 7 recruits that could fit that bill. So for this class, first, we let the recruits pick who they felt should get their certificate of outstanding performance. And by overwhelming majority, this goes to Christopher Pitaro. don't have a certificate for this, but this is definitely something that needs to be acknowledged. There's one recruit in this class whose belt, yes, his belt that he wears around his waist, will no longer be needed by him, as he has lost, as he's told me, 30-something pounds these past 9 weeks. Alan Lucero, where are you at? Congratulations.
So we also have another tradition here. When someone loses that amount of weight, we confiscate your belt and it goes on a wall to join Cheeseburger. He lost 38, 40 pounds while he was here, and we have all the notches on his belt that he kept dropping down to. Tremendous achievement. Great job, and I want that belt. Go up on the wall with your name on it. So with that said, class 1709, congratulations. Everyone goes home at the end of the day, starting your career. Congratulations. You're done.